In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a pivot table which is linked to your data so that you can automatically update your dashboard just by hitting a refresh button. To do this, we'll be using Power Query, also known as Get and Transform in Excel 2016. After that, we will add a top 10 item filter and adjust a setting so our dashboards don't get distorted when our data refreshes. This video is part of a series where I will take you step by step through the process of building this dashboard in Excel. To see the full series, check out the playlist and subscribe to see all of the videos. To check out other tutorials and reviews of other tools, please check out my channel. So to build our pivot table, let's go ahead and load in our data into a table using Power Query. For more details behind this, please see the corresponding lectures on tables and Power Query. So I'm going to come over to Data, Get Data, From File, From Text, and select our file Employees 2017. I'm going to come over here and click Load. All of our data has been loaded into a table called Employees 2017. I'm just going to make this name more generic by getting rid of the date and just calling this employees. Let's collapse our connections here, zoom out a little, and take a look at our data. So, as mentioned in previous lectures, this data set here is a list of employees from the Montana State Government website. These fields here are derived fields which I've added onto the data, and this higher date column is some fictional data which I've added to the data for the purpose of these examples. Now that we have our data in place, I can go to Insert, Pivot Table, and you notice here, because our table has a name, Employees, our pivot table references that name, which is really useful every time we update our data in Power Query by hitting the refresh button. It will automatically update our pivot tables. I'm going to come over, click OK, and let's take a look to see what we can do with our data. Over here I have a department, so that looks like it could be a good grouping. I can see here that if I select all of these, I have 30 different departments. Let's add a head count on the side here. Now, a grouping with 30 different items is often too many to stick into a summary. So what we might want to do is just view the top 10 items. To do that, I can come over to here and I can click this drop down, come to Value Filters, and select Top 10. I can change the number of items I want to display here and the metric I want to display, and click OK. And there is my top 10 items. Let's sort this in descending order, so I can right click on this and I can go Sort, and I can go largest to smallest. Now, one of the things that you'll notice here, when you do groupings, it can end up changing the size of your column width, which if you're starting to build dashboards, it can really mess around with your layouts, which can be quite a pain, especially if you spent a long time getting everything just right. To avoid this issue, what you can do is you can come over to the Pivot Table Tools options and deselect this option, Auto Fit Column Widths on Update, and click OK. Now every time that you change these filters, the column widths will stay fixed. Now in this example, we used the top 10 items or the top 10 departments. The problem with this view is that it truncates some of our data. So we used to have 16,000 records, and now we only have around 13,000. So the other thing that we might want to do with this is to take our top 10 items and then group everything else into a grouping called Other. If you found this video helpful, please remember to give a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet and you want to learn tips, tricks, and tools to help you and your team work more effectively with data, hit the subscribe button and the notification icon so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.